So please, I beg you, we have to stop claiming that the 10 Commandments prohibit lying. That's not true. The 10 Commandments prohibit bearing false witness against your neighbor. Okay. We finally get to my conclusion on the matter of lying and deception, and that is this. After carefully looking at both sides of the debate, and after taking a very deep dive into everything I could possibly find in Scripture regarding lying and deception, I have come to the conclusion that neither lying nor deception are inherently immoral.
And yeah, one last thing is the 24-hour live stream that we attempted down there. There were a couple of factors that happened. So Will brought his own Starlink. He brought this gigantic, it's like a marine, it's like a $2,500 antenna because you need a special Starlink for Antarctica, apparently. So he set it up at home. He tested it. It worked. Didn't leave it powered up for long and brought it down to Antarctica. Apparently, it required a software update, which went at 3 o'clock in the morning, Antarctica time, which was still broad daylight down there. And that took it offline. So you saw that with McToon's live stream. He got kicked off at 3 o'clock. It sucks. He should have done that software update before, but there was really no way of knowing that that was going to happen. The other factor was we were using Will's cell phone to stream to Rumble. And Rumble is a great platform. I'm a big fan of their free speech initiative and lack of censorship, but it's not quite as robust as YouTube. So we were using the Rumble Studio app on Will's Android phone, and that we had trouble getting it started. I don't know if any of you saw it, but it started in black and you could hear me, but you couldn't see us. Then we finally got the video on there. And so that was going great. We were manually moving the camera to track the sun. But when we got kicked off the internet, when Starlink did its reboot, that app would not let us rejoin the live stream without completely starting over, deleting the link, start creating a new link. And that wasn't something that I was able to do in Antarctica. So our executive producer that I worked with created that link. He was in London at the time. He was long asleep by that point. So it didn't seem like it was a hill worth dying on at that point. I wish we could have used YouTube. I wish we didn't have to deal with the Starlink update in the middle of the night. But things happen when you're in one of the most extreme and remote environments in the world. Literally, I was very surprised at how well Starlink worked out there because it's so remote. There's very few satellite overflies that happen there compared to the rest of the world, just because it doesn't make sense to waste resources on a continent that has maybe 1,000 people max on it when you could serve millions of people elsewhere. So I was very surprised that it worked that well. So